you ever had a moment where you thought this could go really, really bad or this could turn out perfectly fine, but right now in the middle of it, I'm not really sure which way it's gonna go? A few weeks ago, I had one of those moments where we were in my living room. It was me, my wife, and a few friends hanging out. We had this candle sitting in the center of our coffee table. Everything was great until all of a sudden this candle burst into a ball of flames. Side note, we had students over the house like a week beforehand. They decided it was a good idea to play basketball with popcorn into our candle. So that's why it decided to burst into this mini campfire that then took place in the middle of my living room. So of course Liz got worried. I thought it was kind of awesome. So she said, "Anthony, I think you should put that out." And I said, "Hold on, Liz. I think we should wait until something bad happens." And about 10 seconds later, right after I said that something bad actually happened, the candle exploded, glass went everywhere, the flame got larger, and I learned that putting water on it doesn't actually fix it. It was at this point where I was in the moment of, I think everything is gonna be okay, or maybe I'm gonna burn my house down, one or the other, I'm not really sure. Eventually we smothered the fire and everything was okay. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely got a little worried about what was about to happen. So right now, I think a lot of people are living with this emotion of worry. And when we talk about worry, I think it's safe to say that worry is directly connected to future events. Even more than that, I think we could say that worry is a perspective towards the future. And for a lot of us, that is the default perspective that we choose to take. But that's not the only perspective we can take when it comes to events in the future. When it comes to what is yet to happen, there's a different mindset, a different perspective that we can choose to take. And I believe it's one that the Bible calls us to act out of. And that is a perspective of faith. Can I tell you what faith is not? Faith is not a blind act of will. It is not ignorantly trusting that whatever's going to happen, that's going to be fine. That's not faith. I hate when people say, you just need to have faith. That sounds cute. That sounds kind of religious. And that kind of sounds like you're trusting God. But in reality, that statement actually holds zero weight at all. Whenever I hear people say, you just need to have faith, my response to that is faith in what? Faith in blind faith? Faith in yourself? No, faith should be placed nowhere else but in the hands of our God who knows us, who cares about us, and who is in complete and total control. What faith actually is this. The writer of Hebrews defines it in this way. Now, faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. That's Hebrews 11:1. While worry is a result of doubt, faith is a result of trust. So the easiest example to describe faith is sitting in a chair. I place my faith in that chair, trusting that it has the strength to hold me. When I place my faith in God, I'm trusting that He has the strength to hold me. And can I tell you, He does. One of my favorite verses is Psalm 73:26 that says, my flesh and my heart may fail, my God is my strength and portion forever. When we begin to understand who God is and how much He cares for us, we begin to reframe our perspective. We go from this perspective of worry where we choose to actively forget that God is with us, He is faithful, and He is sovereign, which means in control. And we go from there to a perspective of faith, and we choose to believe that even if I don't see what God is doing, I know He's up to something. Even in the worst of situations, God is going to use it for good. Even if the situation turns out worse than I thought it would, God is still on the throne. So over these next few days, you'll have plenty of opportunities to choose faith over worry. You're going to have plenty of chances to practically put your trust in Jesus. How pleasing to God must it be when His people actively and continually put their faith and their trust in Him, despite what the news says, despite what the world says, and despite what my anxious mind tells me. Our God is in control. We can trust Him. We have the opportunity daily to trust our Heavenly Father over worry about our future.